All right, review for Unit 6. So the first part is just vocabulary. All right, so matching, you draw lines, write letters. I'm just going to write the letters first and then talk about them. So C, D, A, E, B. All right, so median. That is a segment that bisects the side of a triangle. Okay. Altitude makes a right angle. Centroid is where all the medians intersect in the middle. The perpendicular bisector is the only segment that does not have to pass through a vertex of the triangle. So if you look at angle bisector, also is a segment that splits an angle into two congruent angles. But these come from a vertex. So just remember that. But perpendicular bisector can, but does not have to come from a vertex. So in other words, real quickly, if I had an equilateral triangle, that could be a perpendicular bisector. But I could also have a perpendicular bisector like so. So it does not have to come from a vertex. All right, this is one of those ones where I think it helps to split up the two triangles like so. And look at what you have. Notice on the 45, you have these sides equal to each other. And on the 60, you have these sides equal to each other. So if this is 45, since the sides are equal here, that means these are equal here. So this is 45. And we know that's 90 from right there. If this is 60 right here, and these two are equal, then the only choice is for these to also be 60. All right? So M, that's right here. That's on the 45. So that's 45 degrees. N, that's right here. Well, we just said that this is 60. So this whole thing here is 60. So N is going to be 60 minus 45, which equals 15 degrees. And then P, remember this is all 90, but we found out that this right here is 60. So this is going to be 90 minus 60, which is 30 degrees. All right, you can draw these any way you want. I like to always have these coming straight down. So when I draw this triangle, I'm going to put the W here and then just go around and, there's A, there's V. It doesn't, V. It doesn't really matter where the A and V are. But the important thing is coming down here and putting WS, all right? And now it's an angle bisector, so we know these are equal. So AWS, 3x plus 19, that goes right there. And then VWS, 5x plus 1, goes right there. And therefore, we know they're equal to each other, so we can just write down 5x plus 1 equals 3x plus 19. 2x plus 1 equals 19. 2x equals 18. Therefore, x equals 9. Now, it also says to find AWV. Now, remember, AWV is this entire thing. So I can plug the 9 into either one of these and double it, or plug it into both and add them together. To me, it's easier to do this one. 5 times 9 plus 1. And that equals 46. But then we need to double it to get 92 degrees for angle AWV. Okay. Next one, BZ is a median. So again, I'm going to put B up here and then draw a boy. And BZ right here is a median. So that means these two pieces are equal to each other. Now be careful. YZ is 8x plus 6. That's this segment right here. YO is 28. That's the whole thing. Well, remember, if these are equal, then this is also 8x plus 6. Hard to read, I'm sorry. So you can write 8x plus 6 plus 8x plus 6, or just simply 2 times 8x plus 6 equals 28. The most common mistake on this is just to say 8x plus 6 equals 28, but 8x plus 6 is only half of it. Now, there's 2 ways to go about this. You can distribute the 2, or you could just divide by 2 right here. Okay, so I'm going to show you both ways. Okay, so you could just distribute by, divide by 2 and get 8x plus 6 equals 14. Then subtract x 6 and get 8x equals 8, so x equals 1. Or you could distribute and get 16x plus 12 equals 28. Subtract the 12 and get 16x equals 16, and x equals 1. Either way, you're going to get x equals 1. But now it says find x, which we just did, yz, and oz. Well, oz is the other side. So yz is, plug the 1 in. So 8 times 1 plus 6, that's 8 plus 6 is 14. And then OZ is also 14. Okay. Number 9, triangle MIT. Again, I like to draw this MO right straight down. I think it's easier for me at least. So there's MIT. So it's an altitude. Okay, that means this is 90 degrees. IOM, which is that angle right there, IOM is 90 degrees. So we just put 3x plus 15 equals 90. And again, I could do this one 2 different ways. Okay, I could get rid of the 3 first and have x plus 15 equals 30. And subtract and get 15. Or I can distribute and get, that was weird, 3x, let me erase that, 3x plus 45 equals 90. Subtract 45, 3x equals 45. And then divide by 3, and x is 15. Either way. It also says find IOM. Well, that's easy. IOM was kind of given to us, sort of. IOM is 90 degrees. All right. Just more of the same. MIT again. That's a horrible one. Not drawn correctly. MIT is an angle bisector. Our MO is an angle bisector. So these are equal to each other. All right. So IMO, 2x plus 3, that's right there. TMO, that's right here, is 3x minus 11. So we just set them equal to each other. 3x minus 11 equals 2x plus 3. Subtract 2x, add 11, and you're done. X is 14. But remember, it also says find IMO. So we're going to plug in 14. 2 times 14 plus 3 equals 31 degrees. 28 plus 3. Okay, MAP. Now notice in this one, this is AR, so I like to put that there. So I'll put MAP like that. Doesn't matter how you draw it, I just like to always put these special lines from the top down. It's a perpendicular bisector, which means 90 degrees, and these are both equal. ARM which is also 90 degrees. So we just put 3x minus 2 equals 90. Now I'm not going to show you both ways again because I've already done it, but I'm going to take the shortcut and divide by 3 and get x minus 2 equals 30. So x equals 32. It also said find ARM. Well, again, that's easy. The measure of angle ARM is 90 degrees. Now, 12 is a tricky one. You have to pay attention on this one. So BOY, BZ is right here. It's an angle bisector. Okay? Now, YBZ, remember these are equal. YBZ is 2x plus 1. YBO, very careful, YBO is the entire thing, x plus 20. So if these are equal, this is 2x plus 1, and so is this one. They're both 2x plus 1. So this is when we have to go 2x plus 1 plus 2x plus 1, or simply 2 times 2x plus 1 equals x plus 20. Again, since 2 does not go into both those, so this one I'm going to have to distribute. 4x plus 2 equals x plus 20. Subtract x, subtract 2, divide by 3, and x is 6. It also says find YBZ, which is just right here. So 2 times 6 plus 1 is 13. 2 times 6 is 12, plus 1 is 13. So the measure of angle YBZ is 13 degrees. Those are my two answers. All right. KB is a perpendicular bisector. So we know these two are equal to each other. It's one of the properties. Subtract x. 2x equals 10. So x is 5, and that's all we need to do. JN is an angle bisector. So if this is 38, that means this is 38. So IJZ is, now be careful, this is also 38, so this is 38 times 2, which is 76 degrees. Now you gotta watch out because it might have asked for NJZ, which would have just been 38. So make sure you're paying attention to what it's asking for. All right, angle bisector. So you can see these are the two angles. They're simply just set equal to each other. Whoops, that is not an equal sign there. That's an equal sign there. So I'm going to subtract x, get x over here, add 1, get 10 over here, and I'm already done. That's it. And 16, since it's an angle bisector, and these are coming in at right angles here, that means they're simply equal to each other. Subtract 3x, divide by 4. And that's it. All right. So, a little magic here. Remember, this is half of this. Okay? It's not going to be perfect, but you get the gist. Okay? So, it takes two of these, whoops. It takes two of these to equal this. So you literally just do 2 times x plus 14 equals x plus 21. So 2x plus 28 equals x plus 21. I'm going to subtract x this way. I'm going to subtract 28. That's going to give me negative 7. Some of you might go, wait a minute, I can't have a negative number. Yes, you can. That's x. That's not the segment. If you put negative 7 in here, you'll get a measurement of 7 here. If you put negative 7 in here, you'll get 14 here. And 7 is half of 14. That is true. Okay? 18, same thing. It's going to take 2 of these to equal 3x plus 6. So that gives me 4x equals 3x plus 6. Subtract subtract 3x and get x equals 6. Final answer. Now, same idea, just it's a little messier. If this whole side is 14, then this is half of that. So therefore, y equals 7. If this is 5, then that means this is 5 and this is 5, which makes x equal to 10. All right? On 20, the long piece is twice the small piece. So that means b is 4. All right? It's hard to see, but this is 1. That's the short piece. So c is double that. So c is 2. And if this whole thing is 10 and these are equal, that means a is 5. Okay, last few problems. CG, that's this right here, that's 10. Well, that means this is 5. So GF is 5, because remember the small piece is half the big piece. And the total CF is 15. BE is the whole thing, which is 36. The small piece, I like to do that one first, because that's simple. You just divide by 3. So BG is 12, and you double it to get GE, which is 24, and those add up to 36. And last but not least, the centroid is really easy. It's just x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3, and y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3. So let's do that. 2 plus negative 8 plus 3 divided by 3. 9 plus 1 plus negative 4 divided by 3. Well, 3 plus 2 is 5. Plus 5 minus 8 is negative 3 over 3. 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 minus 4 is 6 over 3. So the coordinates of my centroid is -1, 2. And that's it.